Welcome to Story Stream channel. Our story about the Rooster of Wisdom and the Test of Friendship. On a quiet farm surrounded by green fields on all sides lived a red rooster named Rudy. He was famous among the animals for his early crowing and his intelligence in solving problems, so everyone called him the Rooster of Wisdom. But despite everyone's respect for him, Rudy had no close friend to share his joys and sorrows with. He believed that a friend should not be chosen in haste, but with both the mind and the heart. One spring morning, a young fox named Felix approached him. Felix had recently arrived at the farm. Felix smiled slyly and said,
"Oh, noble rooster, I've heard so much about you. What do you say we become friends? We can share food and spend time together."
Rudy looked at him with curious eyes and said,
Welcome, Felix, but friendship is not words spoken, it is proven by actions. Let's see what time reveals.
Felix agreed and began spending time with Rudy. At first, he seemed friendly, telling stories and laughing a lot. But one night, the farm awoke to the screams of Bonnie the duck. Her eggs had gone missing from the nest. The animals started searching, and when they reached the edge of the barn, they found fox tracks, making them suspect Felix. Rudy confronted him, saying,
Were you in the barn last night?
Felix replied, pretending to be sad.
"No, I was asleep. Do you really think I'd do such a thing to our friend Bonnie?"
But the truth came out the next day, when the duck found bits of eggshell near a small burrow behind the fence, and the fox was sleeping nearby. Rudy was angry and stood firmly before Felix, saying,
Words may fool us, but actions reveal the truth. You're not fit to be a friend. Someone who deceives others cannot be trusted with the heart.
Felix left the farm, realizing that trickery may cause laughter for a moment, but it never builds true friendship. Days passed, and Rudy met a strong ram named Bruno. Bruno was brave, protected the sheep, and liked order, but he always wanted to be the leader and never listened to others. One day, Rudy suggested they hold a farm day with fun contests like tug-of-war and hurdle jumping. Bruno laughed mockingly and said,
We're not children to play. The farm needs work, not games.
But the other animals liked the idea and started preparing. The next day, Bruno came angrily, ruined the rope, and stopped everyone from playing, saying,
As long as I didn't decide this, nothing will happen.
Rudy realized then that Bruno didn't see others as partners, but as followers. He approached him and said,
One who doesn't listen to others will find no one to listen to him. A true friend doesn't impose, he shares.
Rudy walked away, still searching for a friend who valued dialogue and respect. One sunny day, while Rudy was watering the crops with the animals, he noticed a grey donkey named Monty. Monty worked quietly under the sun, pulling carts, carrying wood, and helping without being asked. That same day, Rudy saw Monty helping Sugar the cat, who was crying because one of her kittens was stuck behind the barn. Monty gently said,
Don't worry, Sugar. I'll move this wood aside and we'll get your little one out safely.
Rudy watched as Monty moved the heavy boards without complaint, then pulled the kitten out and returned it to its mother. After that, he helped old Nana, the elderly goat, gather the hay that had blown away in the wind. Rudy approached him and said,
I see you help everyone without waiting for thanks. How do you do that every day?
Monty smiled and said,
Those who love goodness don't wait for it in return, Rudy. I just do what I can. A small act can leave a big mark.
Rudy sat beside him and their conversation grew longer. They talked about childhood, about experiences, about dreams, until sunset approached. In the following days, Rudy noticed something new. Monty didn't speak much, but he was always there when needed. One night, when a young rooster got sick, Monty carried him on his back to the wise forest owl, then returned with him before dawn. One morning, Rudy said,
Monty, I've seen in you what I haven't seen in anyone else. Your values, your patience, your wisdom. Would you accept to truly be my friend?
Monty smiled and said,
Friendship is not asked for, it is built, as you once said. But I've felt a connection between us since our first meeting. Wisdom needs a companion like itself.
Rudy laughed and said,
And you've proven that quietness doesn't mean weakness, but a strength that knows when to speak.
From that day forward, Rudy and Monty became inseparable friends. They met every morning, worked together, and offered advice to the young animals. And whenever Rudy was asked about the secret behind their friendship, he always said,
Choose your friend as you would choose a seed to plant in the soil of your heart. If it's good, it will bloom into loyalty that never withers.
The end. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.